What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we got the latest on Jim Harbaugh and his future, as it is mainly between Michigan and the Los Angeles Chargers right now, and we're going to be going over what is holding back Jim Harbaugh from returning to Michigan, plus the future of Jesse Minter as well. And Michigan also got some big news as they will be returning some huge players for the 2024 team. Also going to be going over some NFL draft departures, what's next for Michigan at quarterback as JJ McCarthy is going pro, and why this Michigan football team isn't going anywhere next year in the 2024 season. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. To start this video, we're gonna give the latest on Jim Harbaugh. Now, he is expected to take an interview with the Los Angeles Chargers today, and currently right now it seems like he's either going to be the head coach for the Chargers or for Michigan next season. Right now the betting favorite is for Jim Harbaugh to stay in Ann Arbor, but right behind that it is for him to end up as the Los Angeles Chargers head coach. Now, obviously, he's going to, want everything he needs to win a Super Bowl. And he's going to want a lot of control around the whole franchise. So, if the Chargers aren't willing to do that and give that to him, then he may, still be here in Ann Arbor next season. That's kind of what happened with the Minnesota Vikings. Now, according to Chris Ballas of the Wolverine, it appears that Harbaugh, he wants assurances that Michigan and the school will protect him from potential further NCAA punishment. The school obviously self-imposed a 3-game suspension to begin the year on the alleged illegal contact with recruits, and Harbaugh also accepted a 3-game suspension later in the year from the Big Ten. So he's basically saying enough is enough, and he's already come out talking about the off-the-field issues after the national championship. He said we're innocent, and we stood strong and tall because we knew we were innocent. He also said these players are innocent. To overcome that, it wasn't that hard because we knew we were innocent. Now, the NCAA president, Charlie Baker, also came out and said the next day that Michigan won the title fair and square, but obviously, the school has publicly backed up Harbaugh throughout this alleged illegal sign stealing scandal. Obviously, Harbaugh has yet to be connected to any of it, and quite frankly, at this point, I doubt the NCAA will even find anything connecting Harbaugh to it. But right now, it seems that he wants it in writing that the school will back him up. People, they say Harbaugh, he wants to be at Michigan, he wants to stay here at Michigan, but he also wants protection from the NCAA included in the contract. But right now, Ward Manuel, he's got to come up with a contract that Jim Harbaugh exactly wants. President Santaono, he has expressed a lot how bad he wants him to stay here, and he said he's going to do whatever he can to make him stay here. But right now, Jim Harbaugh, he does have an interview with the Los Angeles Chargers today, and I'm sure we'll find out how that all goes either tomorrow or in the next couple days here. But right now, I would say it is mainly between Michigan and the Chargers at this point, and we'll see if Michigan can finally get the contract done and give him the exact contract that he wants. And maybe they already have. Maybe it's just up to Harbaugh now to decide. So we'll see how the interview goes and everything. But also keep in mind that obviously Sharon Moore, Jesse Minter, if Harbaugh leaves, many obviously would assume Sharon Moore would become the head coach. But Jim Harbaugh, if he does go to the Chargers, he could take Jesse Minter with him to be the defensive coordinator. But if Harbaugh does stay, Jesse Minter and Sharon Moore, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them stayed with Harbaugh for another year next year. Jesse Minter, he has NFL aspirations, but he also has already come out and said that he loves Michigan and he hopes to win another title next year. It's not only that, but Jesse Minter also has another great outstanding defense returning next season in 2024. I mean, this defense is going to be loaded again. And we also got some big news today as a couple of guys on the defensive side has returned to Michigan, and we'll talk about them here real soon in a little bit. But that is the latest on Jim Harbaugh. Let me know your guys' thoughts. And now let's go ahead and talk about some players who are returning. Michigan running back Donovan Edwards has made his decision, and he announced today on social media saying, "Michigan fans, I'm back." It is absolutely huge news for Michigan. It looks like they will be returning both Edwards and Kalel Mullings, but they also have a loaded running back room. They have players like Benjamin Hall, Cole Cabana, also freshmen coming in like Jordan Marshall, but Donovan Edwards coming back. He will for sure be the running back one, and it's just huge news, especially coming off of his big national championship game, as he had a 41 and a 46-yard touchdown run, and basically won the game for Michigan. They went up 14-3 at the end of the first quarter, and Michigan defense held Washington's offense to 13 points. So big news there. Donovan Edwards coming back, running it back for one more year, and then Michigan also got news today that the edge Josiah Stewart is returning for the 2024 season. He was obviously the Coastal Carolina transfer from last year, and with Michigan losing two edges to the NFL draft in seniors Braden McGregor and Jalen Harrell, so Josiah Stewart returning to Michigan is absolutely huge. And this Michigan defensive line is going to be scary, man. They have Josiah Stewart and Derek Moore as the edges, and Mason Graham and Big Kenneth Grant in the middle there. Michigan's definitely going to have one of the best defensive lines in the country again. Now, this past season, in the 2023 season, Josiah Stewart had 23 solo tackles and 5.5 sacks. He had 38 total tackles, so a huge player returning for the Michigan defense. And we also got the man Rod Moore, Michigan safety, returning as well. He posted on Twitter and he said, "Run it back." This past season, he had 38 total tackles, 21 solo tackles, 3 pass deflections, and of course 2 interceptions, one of them sealing the deal against Ohio State. So we got 2 Ohio State killers coming back out of Rod Moore and Donovan Edwards. Absolutely huge for this Michigan secondary, as Michigan has Will Johnson, obviously a junior next year, and now Rod Moore returning. Now, senior safety Makari Page also can make a decision of coming back, and if he comes back as well, those are both the Michigan starting safeties returning for the 2024 season. So that's the good news right there. And then some departures. Obviously, J.J. McCarthy declared yesterday. I'm sure everybody knows about that by now. He came in here. What a career he's had. Like Jim Harbaugh said, he had the best collegiate career here at the University of Michigan. An absolute legend here in a Michigan man. But Blake Corum as well, Michigan legend. He obviously going to the draft, but Michigan offensive lineman Trente Jones declared today. Michigan center Drake Nugent also declared yesterday. Same with Michigan wide receiver Roman Wilson, Michigan offensive lineman Trevor Keegan. We talked about the edge Braden McGregor, defensive lineman Chris Jenkins, Michigan edge Jalen Harrell, left tackle Ladarius Henderson, and we also talked about Junior Colson and Zach Zinner already in a video. So best of luck to all of those players. And now I did want to talk about the quarterback situation for Michigan, as Michigan, they will not be returning J.J. McCarthy. He's gonna be going to the NFL to be great. But now Michigan, they will be turning to a quarterback room of Davis Warren, Alex Orji, Jaden Denegale, Jack Tuttle, and of course the true freshman Jaden Davis. A lot of the Michigan fans, they want Alex Orji. He has been getting the hype recently. He is a great athlete. We haven't seen him throw the ball yet, but many compare him, to a Jalen Milroe type of quarterback, as Michigan did use Orji as its Jalen Milroe clone during Rose Bowl prep. But Michigan could also look to the transfer portal right now. Some quarterbacks out there are Maryland's Talia Tagovailoa. It's also the former Mississippi State quarterback Will Rogers, who re-entered after committing to Washington, but he is out there as well. And another guy is the former Washington State and Arizona quarterback Jaden DeLora, although he was replaced by Noah Fafita at Arizona this past season. So those are a couple of quarterbacks. Obviously, Michigan, they have their own in-house quarterback room, but they also could go out in the transfer portal and bring somebody in. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But listen, a lot of people are saying that Michigan won't be as good next year. Obviously, they probably won't be as good, but I tell you what, they're returning a very good defense. And if they return Jim Harbaugh and Jesse Minter stays here, Sharon Moore stays here, all this Michigan team really needs right now is a couple of wide receivers. They could get one in the transfer portal, and they just need to figure out their quarterback for next season. They also could get one in the transfer portal. Also on defense, they could use a cornerback. Those are the three positions that Michigan could add in the transfer portal. Maybe another offensive lineman or two as well. But I tell you what, this Michigan team, they aren't going anywhere next season, especially with how dominant this defense could be next season as well. But other than that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. But other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.